Men don't bounce back from hard
Heartbreak.
breakups.
Oh, they
Yeah.
really don't.
It
Y'all
ain't
need
like if
to.
like once a nigga go through like not if you just fucking with somebody and you know what I mean and passing, but if a
Mm-hmm.
man been like a real long term relationship, he
Mm-hmm.
don't just leave that motherfucker and go jump to some new shit and be happy.
Yeah.
Not unless he been unhappy for a real long time. But if that nigga was
Mm-hmm.
happy at some point and then she completely switched the program, that shit fuck a nigga up.
How do you deal with heartbreak?
Shit, a man don't. That shit, I'm telling you, it is like you either gonna be a better man after that, or your shit finna go way the fuck down. It ain't no in between.
Have you ever had your heart broke?
Hell yeah.
How many times?
Once.
Did you cry?
And so because it only happened at one time, you ain't never let it happen
But
again.
it didn't like it just happened in one day. Like
Yeah.
it took a long time for it to be like, you know what I'm saying? For it to be completely done. It was like you break your back, and then after 5 years of rehab,
Now you feel it. You still
Nah,
like,
feel
yeah,
it.
it was like,
still
nigga,
feel it, but it's
nigga, I
working
had
now.
13 surgeries on my heart after that shit got broke. I had to
fucking
learn how
weak.
to walk again.
So
I
what
was
would you do
eating
if you saw
soft
her
food.
today?
Nothing.
Like you still got love for her though?
Man, you grow this shit. It don't last forever. But if you get caught at a certain point in your life, the time that it take to recover back from a real heartbreak, that shit take a long
A
time.
long fucking
Like this, the
time.
more you get up in life,
Cause it looks like another love. TKO. Oh, I think I better let it go.
Oh my goodness.
Let
But you
it
know,
go.
a lot of men will disagree with what he's saying, and you know, women definitely
Shit.
don't think that about men. That it's very difficult. But as you get older and mature, you'll learn that men don't do well with heartbreak and pain. That's not something that men are designed to dish it, but they definitely ain't cut out to take it. It takes a man a long time. You know, one be saying, "Oh, you know," in the mind of women, we think, "Oh, he'll be over there with Betty Boo tomorrow." He'll be sleeping with Keisha across the street the next day. I don't care how many women a man you see him sleeping with. If his heart been broke, trust me, he not over it. It does not happen for them. I don't care how brave they try to act. I don't care what you think you believe they going through. A man, when he is truly in love with a woman and she breaks his heart, man, that shit takes time. Because typically for men, falling in love and committing to a person requires investing. And so just the investment alone, when it splits up what they go through, was taken from them. Not just the love, but sometimes they lose their kids in the process, they lose their home, they get financially bankrupt, you know, and they gotta live with the fact that the person that I gave my heart to, the person I did all this for, then stabbed me in the back, then broke me down. Man, that's it's hard for men to commit. So when they do, and they give their heart to somebody, and she break it, I pity the next one.
Guys, go hit that like button for us, man. Get the likes up, get the likes up. Man, I want y'all to type in my main man. Because some of y'all don't know it. If you're from the South, you know it. I want y'all to type in Tyrone Davis. And the song is called Heart Failure. It says heart failure. Ooh wee. It's just heart failure. My man. Hey. Some of you niggas running around looking for you wearing your heart on your sleeve, cause every time you turn around, you fall in love with everything, man.
Is that really love?
You fall in love with everything. They just looking for somebody to test their emotions to.
Is
It
that
just
really
is.
love?
That's just how some cats is. Mostly the emotional guys be doing that, man.
But is that really love?
Shit. Love is anything that bring pain from your ass when it's gone. That's love. I don't care what you call it. Nigga, if you can't, nigga, you done lost 25 pounds in 2 weeks, nigga, because you can't eat and you worry about some broad. Shit.
Even
Whatever
that,
you
is
want to
that
call it.
love?
Whatever you want to call it. Shit.
You full of it. That is
Whatever
not
you want to
love.
call it.
If you're
Hey,
able to
nigga, that's a
turn
diet.
something off and jump in with somebody else and be in love with her next week, and then the next week you're in love with this one, and the next month you're in love with this one, is that really love?
I mean, you can be in love with the person because you can be in love with two people at the same time.
Lord.
Problem is yeah, you can go jump in a relationship and start getting attached to that person, but the only thing gonna happen, you still gonna be in pain with the other person. That's all gonna end up happening. It's just gonna be a big ball of confusion if you try to do that. But and if you do get some kind of, you know, if you do get somewhere with the other person, as soon as the person that broke you down want to come back in your life, a lot of times you're gonna go running right back. And the woman gonna wonder why you ghost her.
Well, typically that's not male behavior. That's more of a female behavior. You know the
Shit.
old saying, to get over one man is to get under another one. That's typically something that
Yeah.
women do to try to ease the blow of the pain. But men tend to kind of seclude themselves and stay away from women and everything else when they're truly heartbreaking, broken. They are the
I
best
mean,
at
they say
healing.
that. They say that, but niggas that walk around with that look and attach their emotions to anything, that they will. They do that kind of wild shit. Those are the type of niggas that'll leave a woman and have children with her and go emotionally attach themselves to another woman and her children. It's just
Well,
emotional
I'm talking
behavior.
about masculine men, real men who
Yeah.
do commit, give them heart, fall in love, maybe even marry the woman, whichever way, whether or not they were committed to the woman. And a relationship go bad. Those men tend to withdraw from everything else to take some time out to heal and regroup for themselves. They're not quick to get back in relationships again, and it takes them some time. And when I say some time, we ain't talking about no couple of months. We're talking about years. Some of those men, it takes years before they decide to do this again because of what they've been through, the loss, and how hard it is for them to first make that commitment and to channel their energy and everything they have into that one person, and for that person to deceive them and let them down. Even in relationships with other men, men still operate on that same premise. Man, if I consider you my boy, I consider you my friend, and you stab me in the back, man, dude ain't so much I'm to be trusting no niggas no more. That's just how men are. They not very trusting. But when they do give their trust, you better honor that, because if you don't honor that, whether you a male or female in their life, they go through some shit before they give that up again. Because you only get them burn them one time. They try to make this not a reoccurring because they feel like I need to learn something from this. This had to be a lesson for me. Man, I had my guards down. What the hell was I thinking? Like, they're harder on themselves than they are on anybody else. They don't even care about what the woman did or how she did it. What they keep saying to themselves is, how did I let this shit happen to me? Man, what was I thinking? Where was I slipping? Man, this wasn't supposed to happen to me. Did I not see this shit coming? They feel like they take on all the responsibility of that shit. They never see, hey, I just chose the wrong one. Maybe she wasn't no good. Man, they harder on themselves than they are. I just watch the men be so hard on themselves. Like, man, I ain't see this shit. I ain't know this shit was coming. Man, why did I even choose that bitch? That's how they are.
Yeah, because we try to, because we hold ourselves accountable for our mistake right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're right. When you're speaking about certain kind of guys, and I don't know the percentages. I don't know, but it I mean, I come in contact with a lot of guys that tend to want to. Every time you look around, and they want to they want to emotionally be a part of everything. Their kids, they the any kind of friend they have, any kind of woman they with. It's like those are the kind of guys that call each other and be like, "Man, I'm checking on you, man. I did emotional check-in or spiritual check-in, and I love you, man. I love all that old bullshit, man." Oh, those kind of guys, and they're not bad guys at all. They're not bad men. It's just you're gonna endure this shit if you that kind of guy, because you easily to buy into different things because you want to put your feelings somewhere. You longing to put your feelings somewhere. These are the kind of dudes that will sit there and pillow talk with a woman, which that's a no-no. And listen at her convince let her convince them that they should be vulnerable and they love them more because they went to all that old crazy shit. Those kind of guys, and like I said, they're not bad guys. It's just, listen, when the shit go wrong, expect that it's gonna take you a long time to get back on your feet, dog. It just gonna, and that's not say financially, emotionally, it's gonna take, because you put your feelings there, and that's just how it's gonna be. Now, like I say, they're not bad guys. It's just, I get where he coming from. And then that's it.
But no, you can't be hurt if your feelings not there. So you have to put your feelings somewhere in order
Yeah,
for it
yeah,
to go wrong, and
yeah.
he's talking about men, who are very masculine, who decide to fall in love and the shit go bad. Yeah, can I be hurt? But what I'm saying is those guys tend to take on it. I watch guys who have horrible baby mamas go through horrible relationships, but you will never ever hear them utter not one negative word about that woman
Cause it ain't
to
gonna do you no
nobody.
good. Cause it ain't gonna do you no
Nobody.
good, and it don't even look good. First of
Hmm.
all, it don't even look good. You're
They
just
bear
talking
all the
shit
weight.
about your baby mom. She's a bitch. She's that.
Hmm.
She's this. She's that. Man, nobody don't want to hear that from your ass. Cause nigga, we told you not to marry her in the first place, dude. I tell you right now, I ain't finna go to your wedding, nigga. Don't invite me to your wedding. I ain't going to no wedding. Cause I ain't finna spend no money on no tuxedo, and then 15 months later, y'all divorce, and then I'm out of some money I could have put in my investment fund, man. I could have put that $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $800 in a bank account, man. I ain't finna come to your wedding, nigga. I come to your reception though, and I ain't gonna spend one night on a hotel down there fooling around with you. Let alone
Yeah.
if nigga gotta take off from work, man. I ain't finna come down there, man.
But
Yeah, just
but
call me when it's over with.
for men who are truly walking in their masculinity, when they do open up and they decide to love and it happens, it takes them some time. It's a lesson learned. And these men are usually honorable. They won't speak ill of the woman. They take full responsibility for what has happened in the relationship, and they're hard on themselves because the main thing is, why didn't I see this coming? Why didn't I notice the sign? Why did I let myself to get to a situation where I allowed this to happen to me? When in actuality, it's not all their fault, but they will hold up as the man and take the responsibility. And those type of guys are going to take some time, and they're going to move off and they're going to heal. They will not be jumping from woman to woman. And those guys that you were speaking of, I question whether they really be in love anyway. If they jumping from woman to woman saying I love her, I love her, I love her, are they really even in love, and are they doing justice to any
Yeah,
woman? That's
yeah, they
probably
be
why
in
they get
love.
hurt so much.
Yeah, they do, because a lot of men can't be by themselves. Like the dudes can't be by themselves, and they look for any. I mean, you could tell it, man. You smell so good, and you go and you go online and fill out that nigga application. He'll start, man, this the best woman I ever had, man, and then he'll start comparing his ex-wife to you and thinking about other women, and all of a sudden you fall and you start drinking a Kool-Aid. And once he start drinking that woman Kool-Aid, now I'm not finna say he just dog head over heels in love with the woman he with at the time, but he do. I bet you what, if she leave him, it's gonna be some problems. He gonna be fit. Hey, he gonna have to take some time off from work, and they do, because they just attach themselves to different women. Those are the type of dude that every time you look around, hey man, you know I'm about to do it again, man. You about to do it again? Yeah, man, I'm about to do it again. Well, nigga,
Well,
count
I'm
me
glad
out,
I
nigga.
don't know any of those type of men.
Yeah. It's plenty of them niggas walking around.
I don't know any.
But man, what men will do is they'll go try to sleep with a lot of women. They'll try to sleep with one, and which that ain't healthy either. But but
I
like you
told you,
say, it's
typically
best.
that's the women behavior, not men behavior. Who, when they're really in
Yeah.
love, men who have really been in love and in a relationship, they take out the time to heal. They thinking and process what went on, so that they don't find themselves in that situation ever again.
Well, I guess so. I mean, because you don't know a lot of times that you in love with a person and then you break up with them. You don't know if that nigga gonna take some time or not. And
Most
first of all,
certainly,
you fell in love with him. You
most
fell in
certainly
love
do.
with it. Now you got your heart broke. So what's to say you're not gonna try to fall in love with somebody else and do the same thing that you did to get the one that you were with?
because most take a healing process to reevaluate themselves and what happened. I'm telling you, they take responsibility for the failure of the relationship, even when it's not their fault 100%. I'm sorry. That's just what real men do.
Real men.
Masculine men.